water distribution pipeline system using Ford-Fulkarson algorithm. What is Ford-Fulkarson algorithm? The Ford-Fulkarson algorithm is a method used to find the maximum flow in a flow network. The algorithm computes the maximum flow from a source node to a sink node in a flow network by searching for augmenting paths and increasing the flow along these paths. Steps for Ford-Fulkarson algorithm. Initialize flow. Find augmenting path. Use DFS or BFS to find a path. Augment flow. Increase the flow along the found path by the bottleneck capacity. Update the residual capacities in the graph. Repeat. Continue finding augmenting paths and augmenting flow until no more augmenting paths can be found in the residual graph. Maximum flow. The maximum flow is achieved when no more augmenting paths are available in the residual graph. Apply the algorithm to water distribution system. Represent the pipeline network as a graph, where nodes represent junctions or endpoints and edges represent pipes. Each edge has a capacity, which represents the maximum flow rate of water through that pipe. Identify a source node, where water enters the network, and a sink node, where water exits the network. Assign capacities to each edge in the graph, representing the maximum flow rate of water through each pipe. Use the Ford-Fulkarson algorithm to find the maximum flow of water from the source to the sink in the pipeline network. Once you have computed the maximum flow, you can analyze the results to understand how water flows through the network. This information can be used for various purposes, such as optimizing pipeline design, identifying potential bottlenecks, or ensuring adequate water supply to all endpoints. Here is the code and explanation. Streamlit, a library for creating interactive web applications. Ford_Fulkarson, graph, source, sink. Computes the maximum flow from source to sink in the graph. Inner DFS, graph, U, path_flow, depth first search to find an augmenting path with available capacity. Loop. Repeatedly searches for augmenting paths and updates the flow until no more paths are found. Returns the maximum flow value. Main. Sets up the Streamlit interface. Title and instructions. Displays the title and instructions for the application. Input fields. num_nodes. Input for the number of nodes in the network. Graph. 2D list to represent the capacity of edges between nodes. Nested loops for inputting capacities between each pair of nodes. Source. Input for the source node. Sink. Input for the sink node. Button. Triggers the calculation when clicked. Calls Ford_Fulkarson to compute the maximum flow. Displays the result using street success. Ensures the main function is executed when the script is run directly.